And you have to have a theory of how people transform their understandings of their work. Now, I'm talking about this as if it had never happened. It's actually happening all over the place. It's happening in your school right now, as we speak. It's not the issue of whether it's happening or not. It's whether we can sustain it and whether we can drive it through this culture long enough so that we displace the culture. That's why I don't like the language of change. With all due respect to Andy Hargreaves and Michael Fullan and people like that, I just do not accept this as a change project. In point of fact, the one thing that this sector has been good at for the last 100 years is internalizing and diffusing any change effort that we've been able to give it, right? What I tell my students is we're about removing a culture and replacing it with another one. And so what you have to have at the level of practice is a theory of how people transform their understandings. I have a theory. It's a theory I don't like. If you can give me a better one, I'll grab onto it in a minute, because the reason I don't like my theory is because it's too behavioral. The only thing it has going for it is the evidence. And it comes out of Tom Guskey's work, among others, and Tom poses the innocent question, do people change their practices by changing their beliefs? Or do they change their beliefs by changing their practices? And what Guskey says, based on the evidence, is it's really, the evidence does not support the fact that people change their beliefs and then they change their practices. The evidence only supports the proposition that the only way to change the furniture inside people's heads is to change their behavior. And just to paraphrase a rather unattractive, highly gendered comment, get them by their practice and their hearts and minds will follow.